My name is Leo and welcome to another day of LSD the Dream Emulator. We're going to keep this relatively short because you might have noticed yesterday I was having a bit of a cold, blowing my nose a bit, and now it's just full on. I've already gone through a box of tissues just this morning. It's wonderful. Thankfully I don't have to work quite as much today, but I still have to work, so really need to get better. It kind of sucks. Now, how do you actually get out of Kyoto? I would really like to get out of Kyoto because if I can, we'll be in a really good place to see two things we talked about yesterday. I think the floating castle is one of them. Can I go this way? Oh, this might be the exit actually, because of the buildings. Floating castle and some kind of an event. Father-daughter, something or other? What is that? Oh, what is that? Is that something special? What is that? That's nothing on this side. Try me. That's kind of creepy. On an angle, it kind of looks like a weird sphinx thing. Also kind of reminds me of, what was it, Seaman? Oh, fucking Seaman. It's a shame I never got to play that game. No. A friend of mine, I was talking about how cool Seaman was, and they actually went out and bought me Seaman 2, but they realised that you can't actually play the game. Unless you have this special Seaman fucking controller. Which they didn't buy. So I can't actually do it. I'm gonna have to play my nose, honestly. I'll be right back. So this is gonna be a reoccurring thing today. Me pausing the game, muting the mic, and blowing my nose. He goes, oh hello, who's this? Oh, Geisha. Hey guys. Okay. No, I don't. What's this wall? The wall actually kind of reminds me of, what's the name? The temple, but that doesn't make sense. Why the entrance to the temple be in Kyoto? That doesn't make sense. Or maybe it's that area where there's a whole bunch of, like... Oh, apparently I can go in here, so... Let's find out! Maybe it's the area with the monuments? I would have thought that would have been a part of the temple, but... Hey, what do I do? Nothing, apparently. Well, there you go. Okay. Interesting. I totally don't want to be here, though. So, let's go back. Also, there's Korea in there, but then you end up in fucking Japantown. That's weird. So I had a dream last night, and thankfully, well, like I said yesterday, because I don't have to work early in the morning, I was able to actually write it down, and yes, I remember it now. Well, I actually kind of, like, just thinking about it, I think just the act of writing it down helps, actually. Because I kind of remember, even without looking at my notes, which I made notes, of course, I can still kind of remember most of it. But I'll look at my notes later. Not that I remember, like, the whole thing perfectly. There's a lot of blank areas in there that you just gonna have to accept. So I think this is the exit. I hope so. So I really want to see these two things. Okay, here we go. Yeah, so we're gonna go straight ahead. We should be going south there. I'm gonna blow my nose again. God damn it. Sorry. Okay. The other thing that's really annoying is I have to use like 2 tissues every time I blow my nose because I don't know, I guess Japanese tissues are just... Maybe it's because the wife buys the cheap ones. Like, one-wire ones. Because I need to go this way. Because it's never enough. One tissue? I'd have to fold it like 4 times, and then it's so small that it's not actually enough to cover my fucking nose. So... Alright, so this looks interesting, whatever this is. What's this? What is this? Okay, that's a weird sort of thing. Where's your map? Okay, so if the map's there, then the floating castle should be here. Oh! Oh! Oh, wow. That's a floating castle. Fucking Lapudo the castle in the sky. Pretty much. This has got a freaking waterfall. That's also... Now hold on, before we do anything, let's see if we can find the final something. Because that's an event that might disappear. That's the final 10. Hi guys. What? Sorry, pause it. So that's the father-daughter, but why does it say giant hand? Maybe sometimes it's a giant hand. Oh. Let's go back to the castle. The castle looks fucking awesome. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful castle. Is there even a rainbow down there? Which I can't... Oh, there it is. So majestic. So majestic and beautiful. There's fucking flags. Stuff. I gotta blow my nose. Hang on. Look at the castle for a while. Yeah, sure. Yeah, hope you enjoyed that exhibition while we looked at a giant floating castle. Right. Now that I've done that, I'm gonna touch these guys. Okay. I want to see what happens. Hey fellas, what's up? You guys are fucking really tuned in. Did anyone ever tell you that? Oh. Wait, you can't actually touch him. Also, he somehow went in front of the tree. That's weird. Look, he's in front of the tree, right? Then if I go to the other side, he's still in front of the tree. Well, that's cool. Do you reckon you got enough time to do something else? Probably not. Alright, well. I mean, yeah, you can see the giant floating crystal if you basically hug the left wall here. The leg cliff. The leg cliff? You know what I meant to say. Left cliff. Shut up. Fuck off. I'm not gonna judge. You can't use the analog stick in this game, can you? No. It's a shame. I thought all the PS1 games, even when they didn't have analog stick support, if you turn on the analog on the controller, then the left stick would just act as a D-pad. And the right stick would actually act as the face buttons. We've been doing that in a bunch of games. But maybe that's not actually a thing. Is this where I want to go? I don't know. Well, hug the left wall anyway. Alright. Oh, there they are. There's the... Okay. Follow the side. I'm on the other side now. Okay. So I think if you follow this, you'll end up back on the main name anyway, so don't worry. I was just saying, yeah, hug that left wall. Might even see the balloons. Which, where are the balloons? I think the balloons are like right here. Wait, hold on. Is 16 the balloons? Yeah. No, 16 is floating sailboat. Which we should see as well. We should read it all the time. Unless I'm actually bypassing some areas because I'm sticking stuff out left. The map that I've got doesn't show bridges here, so I'm kind of doing this a little bit blind. don't actually know where you're going either. Okay, there's a river. Ah, fuck. Damn it. Alright, well. That's fine. Well, we got to see some cool stuff. Yeah. Floating castle. And, thingy. I'm happy with that. I think that's a, we've only got like 2 things that we haven't seen yet. Really? Giant floating crystal. Yeah. And flower-shaped crystals. Well, actually, you know what? We've seen all the events, but possibly, instead of father-daughter, at that same location, there could be a giant hen at some point. So we might have to go back there at some point to just to find out. I'm gonna moment as again. Because my nose is fully blocked up right now. Lovely. Fucking sucks. So I felt like I got the cold on Monday night, waiting for some asshole that never showed up. And then, yeah, yesterday I worked pretty much all day, so that didn't help. And now I'm really bad. It's almost like I should have take days off or something. It's a shame I can't. Alright, so I got a drip. I got lots of notes here, so let's talk about it. So, oh yeah, I remember this part. This is the part that I forgot. So I don't have a lot of the details, but the basic story was that I was going to meet a lady, possibly for a date. But I guess I also made plans to hang out with a buddy guy. So in the end I tried juggling both of them. So like, I'm doing that whole fucking TV trope of like, you know, going to one table, hanging out with them, then, oh, I'm going to go to the bathroom, and then go to the other one. That kind of thing. Because, you know, my instinct... It's kind of weird because my instinct would be like, yeah, dude, I'm busy. I gotta go, I'm gonna go see her. So I'll catch up with you another time. But maybe my subconscious brain thinks bros before hoes, maybe? But then again, I ended up juggling them, so it's neither. I gotta blow my nose again, fuck. This is wonderful. This is what you get for doing a day-by-day playthrough. Yes, well. It's true. It's true. Anyway, at least I don't have a sore throat. Thank God. I had a little bit of a tickle yesterday morning. I'm like, okay, eat a strepsil. I mean, eat a cough drop. And thankfully, I've just had a stupid nose and not sore throat. Because sore throat leads to coughing. Coughing leads to a loss of voice. And that's... I don't need that. Especially when I'm trying to do day-by-day videos. Yeah, that's true. Anyway. So, we're juggling these 2 people, right? It all comes to a head when some big jock guy comes in and starts moseying on both my friend and my lady friend. So... Okay, I wrote getting a room, but I don't remember what that was about. Oh, I think my friend needed a place to stay. So we were like at a hotel or something looking for like a room for him. But we couldn't find one. So he was gonna like hang out with homeless people. And then the homeless people turned out to be criminals or general nefarious. So yeah, I'm walking the streets. When I get a message on my not phone. So I got a phone, like a smartphone. But then I got this other thing, which is like a little circle. It's like a circular smartphone. It's kind of makes a better sense because I actually do have 2 smartphones with me recently. My main phone is a Samsung Galaxy S2, which I don't have to tell you is pretty old. But it's beautiful and I love it. It's fantastic. It's going great and it hasn't died. The only downside to that is certain applications and stuff these days don't run on it. So I've got another phone that I got in Thailand, which I actually got for other reasons that ended up not being able to do it. Whatever. And I've never actually switched over to this new phone because certain functions that I use the phone for aren't quite as good. For example, when I'm typing using swipe, if you don't know what swipe is, it's where instead of typing individual letter, you can just put your finger on the first one, then swipe along each letter and let go of the last one. It'll pretty much, at least on my Samsung Galaxy S2, it does almost at 90, I almost had 99% accuracy. Assuming I'm actually spelling it correctly. And there's a lot of times when I'm not spelling it correctly, it still figures it out. But this phone is not quite as good as that. It makes mistakes constantly, or it doesn't type it. I don't know. Also, when you type in a word, initially, you press backspace. On the Samsung Galaxy, it would just, do a backspace. But on this phone, it will actually delete the entire word. So, for example, if I type in, I don't know, fire, I want to type in firefighters, right? And the thing comes up with firefighter. I'm gonna blow my nose again, I'll be right back. Oof, that was a long one. Okay. So, yeah, I want to type in firefighters, and it comes up with firefighter, so it's already automatically made a space. So I just want to go backspace, and then type in yes. But when you press backspace, it deletes the entire fucking word. So I have to press space to start a new word, then type backspace twice, and then type in my fucking S. It's kind of annoying. Also, I haven't quite figured out how to actually add custom words to the dictionary, because in the Samsung Galaxy, it'll just say, hey, this is a new word that you just typed in. Do you want to add it? Yeah, okay, I'll remember that for next time. This one never fucking remembers it. The new phone can't swear, for God's sake. To be fair, the old one didn't do that either. Whenever I'd say fuck, it would come up with duck. But then I said, hey, F-U-C-K, add to dictionary. There you go, done. This one doesn't. To manually type in swear words. It's kind of annoying. Okay, that was a tangent. Sorry. So the moral of the story is that in the real world, I have the Samsung Galaxy as my phone and work thing, because I use it for work. And then I have my other phone, which is my communication device for internets. Because I don't actually have internet on either of my phones, because they're both, well, the Samsung Galaxy is an Australian phone, and this new phone is a Thailand phone. And I don't know why. I know it's possible to get internet working on it, but whenever you go to like the mobile phone shop, they're like, oh, this phone's from Australia. Oh no, you can't use internet in Japan. No, it's not how it works. Yeah, I know for a fact that they don't know shit about anything. So whatever. But I have a little like a mobile Wi-Fi thing that I just turn on and use that for internet. Anyway. So I'm using this circular phone thing, which my real one is just a normal smartphone, but just don't worry about it. And I'm using it like a red light, and apparently I'm driving now. Because I thought I was walking at first, but now I'm driving, because I'm in a car, and I'm worried about, because I see some police lights, like behind me, like in my rearview mirror, and I'm like, oh shit, police. And I'm like, I gotta not use my phone, because, it's illegal to do that. That's why I think I'm driving, because why would I give a shit if I was just walking? Well, there's some areas in Japan, I think it is actually. I don't know if it's illegal, but it's like against the rules to walk while using your phone. I think the Japanese government's trying to pass a law to make it illegal to walk and use your phone at the same time. Anyway. So I'm scared of getting caught, right? So I'm trying to get away from that, right? So I turn around and I go back the other way, away from these lights. And I'm on not a Japanese style road. It's more like an Australian style road where it's just a road with no gutter. The edge of the road is like just dirt and bush. And by bush, I don't mean like your traditional bushes that you might get in a fancy garden or whatever. I'm just talking about Australian bush. Shitty plants that don't have a lot of foliage kind of thing. And I see all these people coming out of the bush. And I'm like, who the hell are these guys? And apparently these guys are the guys that the cops are looking for in the first place. So now I'm walking again, apparently, because I'm not in a car anymore. because I can't just drive away from them. And they see me, and one of them's like gonna shoot me because he's like, "Oh God, he's seen us. We can't let him like tell the cops." I'm gonna blow my nose again. Fuck. Back. Right. So yeah, we're gonna shoot this guy because yeah, we can't let him tell the cops or whatever. And I'm like, no, no, no. Wait, like they're not speaking English or Japanese for that matter. They're speaking some other language. But I'm trying to like gesture to them, like, no, 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 relax. I'm not gonna tell anyone. And like the other guy who's possibly the leader's like, hey, it's alright, don't shoot him. He won't tell anyone. And like I try to give the gesture of like I try to give the gesture of like, I'll be quiet, like shh, like hush hush, and okay, you can trust me, kind of thing. So I'm running around. I'm running down an adjoining road now that goes down a little hill or down a little slope into like a little parking area, and there's a shopping centre. Well, sorry, supermarket. But just a shitty old supermarket. I'm like, okay, here's my plan. I'm gonna hide in there. I'm gonna hide out there till either the police get them or these guys get away. You know, until the coast is clear or whatever. But I go inside and I realize that it's not a supermarket. Well, it's not anymore. The outside looks like a supermarket. It looks like these people just bought the supermarket and then repurposed it without actually changing the outside appearance. So it's a mosque. Well, yeah, well, no, it's a mosque. But, I mean, like I said, the inside is just like an empty, like a gym almost. With tables and chairs and stuff. And I'm like, oh, I really shouldn't be here, I think. And they're having a service now. So I back up, I go back down the main road, back to where I was standing on a red light, using my circular weird phone thing. And I take a left and I go up the road and I get the fuck out of there. That's the end of my story. So I run in with drunk guys trying to steal my woman's and my friend, apparently. And also, possibly terrorism. Possibly. Alright, well that's it. For today, I'm gonna go and blow my nose a few more times. Hopefully be better by the time after work. But hopefully I'll be able to do a video tomorrow. If not, you'll know why. But we should be good, I think so. I'm confident. I said to not talk so much, so that I'll be fine. But for now, my name is Leo, and I will see you next time.